to Moreno versus Figueiredo. Now, the first one was a war. It's a great fight, a very, very even fight, back and forth. The second one, Moreno just battered Figueiredo, dropped him with jabs, better than him on the feet. I think it was a rear naked choke, wasn't it? That he submitted
Yeah, it
him
was
in?
a rear naked
Yeah.
choke.
And but that was when Figueiredo was struggling a lot with his weight cut. There's a video of him crying just after he made weight because he's so happy to make weight. So I think that did affect him. And I feel like it'll be more like the first one this time. I feel like it would be a closer fight than the second one. But I feel like Moreno probably still just get it done. He's faster. And I don't think you can put Moreno out. He's an iron chin. He wears represent. If you wear represent, you got an iron chin.
You know the weight cut issue?
Yeah.
I'm sure that was more of an issue in the first fight.
Was the video from the first fight?
I think it was from the first fight.
Okay,
So
okay.
because I remember we spoke about it, and I remember saying, "Oh, he struggled with the weight cut in the first fight," because I picked Figueiredo to win the second. So I was like, he's got a lot of power for that division.
Yeah.
It'll be Moreno he's looked sharp, man. When he was in there, like he's got 2-inch reach advantage. I think it's like 70 inches to 68, and that jab he was landing it fucking when he wanted to land it, basically in that second fight. The only thing I would say is going to be the big decider is Figueiredo's left Brazil for this training camp, and he's gone to train with Henry Cejudo. Because I think in the last fight, Moreno's wrestling was a level up from Figueiredo.
Yeah.
And I also saw another interesting thing. I don't know, was it on? It might have been on Embedded actually. Moreno actually trained with Henry Cejudo before.
Yeah.
In like 2011 or something, or maybe like 2014. I can't remember.
He's one of his main training partners.
Yeah, he was one of his main training partners for the Demetrius Johnson fight. So he basically said, "I know how he fights." So he's basically going to train Figueiredo to read what he's going to throw at him, but I don't think that's going to work, man. I think Moreno's come a long way.
From that.
Yeah,
because Moreno's had losses and he's overcome them, and he was cut from the UFC for a bit.
He was cut.
He won a few fights and he came back.
Yeah.
So I think he's improved loads, but you know what? Like training with Cejudo for 8 weeks, it's not going to be like we saw it with Weili. He came into camp for Weili. And Rose out wrestled her in the last round. I think you need to spend long. You can't just in that 8 weeks is not gonna like a camp. Maybe after a year with him, then you might like see that big difference. But he tends to be doing more on the strategy. Like when you see him in Embedded, he's doing the same with Weili, like just giving them more tactical game plans.
Yeah, in the Embedded, he was saying to focus on the range. Like I think he was. I don't know where I've watched this. It might have been Countdown or Embedded. It's Countdown. That's it. I was going to say it's not Embedded. No. And there's a scene of him, Henry, showing Figueiredo the Dominic Cruz fight and showing him how he kept that range against Dominic Cruz. He's very, very like clever manipulating distance and his movements. Like he goes lateral as well, not just straight forward. So I think he's going to try and use that to make sure that Figueiredo can hit and get back out of range, because otherwise Moreno is going to have a field day with that jab again. He's just going to keep catching him. So he needs to learn when to move in, when to slip and hit him, and when to move back out again. I think the only way I can see Figueiredo even winning this is by landing some kind of power punch that like rocks him, but I don't see it at all.
No, I don't see it either. I feel like Figueiredo might win 1 or 2, just try and put a lot of pressure on and we'll go with a lot of attacks. But yeah, I don't see him finishing him. I think Moreno's got his number.
The only thing I'd say about Figueiredo as well, he might as well move. I think if he gets dropped by jabs again in this fight, he needs to move up to 135, man.
Yeah, he's got no punch resistance.
That weight cut's affecting him then, isn't it? Yeah. At that point, just move up. I think if he loses, he may as well move up. But then that division's like quite bleak, isn't it, man? But fuck knows.
Yeah. They might get rid of that division. Probably tell Moreno to move up and get rid of that whole division. Because I don't know if Benavidez, he was like one of the main guys that I don't think he even fights anymore.
He's retired. He's retired. There's an Asherov. He's he's good in that division. Yeah. I think they fought before though, innit? Moreno and Asherov have fought before. I think it might have even been a draw, you know.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, but
he's the only one I think left.
Yeah, but yeah, interesting times, man.